So about 1 year ago, I had this amazing business plan. I was telling all my friends, my family, I was really excited. I was telling them how I had this specific plan to get this amount of clients and then get this amount of money, and then my master plan was to do this in the end and hire these employees. And I talked about it for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Guess what happened to that business? Well, it doesn't exist. It made no money, and I worked on it for a total of 3 days. Now let's fast forward about 6 months later. I started a new business. And on this one, I told absolutely no one. I went to the gym with my friend and he said, "Hey man, what are you doing nowadays? What's your plan?" And I said, "I cannot tell you because I don't want to get the same dopamine from telling you what I'm about to do than from doing it." He thought this was strange at first, but he was like, "Okay, I trust you." 2 weeks later, from that specific day, I had 10 million views on TikTok, tens of thousands of followers on TikTok, tons of views on YouTube as well. Not to mention, I was blowing up. My business that I didn't tell anyone about was working. And the lesson that I want you to gather from this story is to stop telling everybody about your new amazing plan for something new and amazing and cool that you're about to do, and just do it. Because more likely than not, what's going to happen is you're going to try and do your plan, but you're going to be bored. You're not going to want to do it. Why? Because you told your friends, you told your family, and you gathered the exact dopamine, the exact same dopamine from talking about it to people that you would have gotten if you just did the work towards it. When you're telling them, you're imagining, you're getting dopamine, wow, and I'm going to start that business and I have this plan. All the dopamine surging in your brain, but when you actually have to do the work, the dopamine isn't there because it's harder to do. It's harder to do the work than to talk about it. And so if you eliminate that completely, you just work on the plan. And this doesn't just have to be for business. This can be for working on your body. Maybe you want to learn something. Maybe you're in school. Maybe you have to do a project at your job. It can be for anything, but telling people basically runs your dopamine banks completely dry, and then you have no more dopamine to spend on working, putting in the work towards what you need to do, rather than talking about it. So, if you're about to start something, keep it to yourself, at least for now. You can talk to your friends and your family about things that you've done, that you've accomplished. When I got to 10 million views, that's when I told my friend, I said, "Hey man, I reached 10 million views on TikTok." He said, "Congrats." I didn't tell him that, oh, my plan was to get to 50 million views, or my plan was to do this and that, or get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I eventually did. I just left it at that. I told him what I had done and not what I was going to do. And I suggest that you do the same. Hopefully this video you found helpful, and I'll see you